Well, here we are on a Monday morning. Not good news yesterday. Not good news this morning. Looks like the offer on the lots next door was set aside for another offer. I'm not sure about that yet. Nobody is. But that was kind of messed up. And I don't know what I'm going to have to do about that yet. Just go with the flow, I guess. And I'll be back when Chris stops yapping. Okay, I think he shut up. That's not what I want to hear in the morning. Yeah. Well, even though everything's falling to crap, at least the flowers are still blooming. So yeah, if anybody out there believes in miracles, send me one for the transmission. Oh God, oh, shit. Oh God. Well, anyway, I was up late last night putting up the art sale on the other channel. And I'm loading up another one to the other channel as well. And I'll send you a link to that if I got your email. The chain email is, remember there used to be chain letters. Those were for like a pyramid scheme, I think, to raise money or something. You're supposed to send $10 to the 10 addresses, and I don't know. I never did it. I never did any of those pyramid scams. My girlfriend, when we were together here, she wanted to do this women's gifting circle, and she told me what it was about, that they do this and they get out, and I said, no. Take that money back, give it back in the pool, tell them you're not going to do it. This is a pyramid game. Your friends are going to get burnt at the end of this thing when it folds. So whoever you bring into it, you're going to lose them as friends. Is that what you want to do for 10, 20, $100, $1,000? No, you don't want to do that. So I made her give the money back, and when the pyramid thing fell down, a lot of those women got burned. No new tricks under the sun. Oh, God. Well, I don't want to think about the transmission, because it's not as bad as what other people got to go through in this country. I was watching on RT episode 1 of Black Lives Matter stuff, and it was about in St. Louis and Florissant. I remember that street, and I remember St. Louis. A couple times I had been in St. Louis. Once early on in the 70s, coming from Atlanta, Georgia, going to Montana. We spent 4th of July underneath the arch in St. Louis. But another time, years later, God, when was that? In the 80s, I had a girlfriend whose cousin lived out near Ferguson, actually. And her boyfriend lived in the ghetto, so I remember one time driving over and dropping him off and looking in, it looked like it looked like Bosnia or we got in the Middle East now. All the buildings were leveled except here's this one lone building. It looked like the sole survivor of a bombed out area with no power, no water, and they're living in an abandoned building. It's like, and the girl's got a brand new baby by this pimp. God. What a sad movie. And I know they have a hard time, but there is a freeway that runs right through the smack dab of that city, and you can put your thumb out and hitchhike, and if you can't hitchhike, walk. Other people did it. People walked from Independence, Missouri all the way to the California coast on foot. It's doable. If you're living in a place where people are getting shot, the Libyans are getting on a raft, or the Syrians are walking to 5 or 6, 7 countries to get away from being blown up. So yeah, my transmission is cooked, but it ain't the end of the world. But yeah, now if you wanted to sponsor, you certainly can. The artwork I put up last night was what I could grab fast, because everybody's like, no. And mostly it's just print material from, when I was in UH. In Hilo, 18, 19 years ago. So it's not anything like what you've seen in the long body of my work. I mean, it's mostly abstract, non-representational art, which, boy, I have no time to sit down in front of a canvas and do that much in one medium, because I would more preferably spend my time sculpting, building, erecting, throwing pots than drawing on paper, because it just sits. I have rolls of architectural stuff and other drawings and things, and folios and tablets and drawings, but no one wants my drawings. They want, people want paintings that you can mat and frame and hang on the wall. And since I'm not a commercial artist, I don't know what people want. When I sat with my ceramics in the art booths and crafts fairs and stuff, people walk through art fairs and pick up stuff and put it down and pick it up and put it down, and it's like, it's not what I wanted to do. So then I gave it to galleries, but then galleries take a hunk, or they mark your stuff. You tell them what you want for it, and then they like, bam, double it to make theirs, and then art monetization is just something I can't wrap my head around. So I don't know if my art's worth anything to anybody out there, but there it is. At this point, make a donation, and if you're interested in an art piece, then it won't be just a donation. We call it buying art. But to me, that I have one in there that looks like Jackson Pollock, and those are artist donations when people buy his stuff. Or a Rauschberg print, you know. I don't understand abstract art. That's probably why mine is probably experimental. The sun prints are totally experimental. You never know what you're going to get using the sun as one of your tools making a print. I forgot all about those actually. They've been sitting in the folio for a decade and a half. I forgot all about those dancing scorpions. Well, fighting scorpions. They could be dancing. I forget what I even titled that one. So we'll make it dancing scorpions. I got 2 of those prints, I believe, yet that I saw in the studio. Yeah, I don't think anybody would be interested in my sketches. So I just did prints and some original oil acrylics, abstract stuff. I really need to set out, today I'll do that, is set out the series of the etchings of the Millennium print, because I was trying to explain it. They're all laying on the easel, and I was flipping through them trying to explain it, but that didn't come across in the video that well, so I'm going to take the other ones off the wall and then put those up in a row so they can actually be seen. And maybe I'll post a still of that to this video, Wake and Bake, crying in my soup video. Yeah, I'm telling you, I can't forget to put on the VGA, because that Wake and Bake yesterday took all day. It even timed out on YouTube. But it went ahead and went through anyway. I'm glad about that. And that's because switching back and forth from accounts, I think, is also, I got to be mindful of that. So many things. Got to call a dog pound today. Got to call the real estate people. 2 real estate. Oh God, I got to give up on the people across the street and that dog. Oh God, I can't be everybody's keeper. It's hard. I hate, you know, I got too much sorrow for that little skinny puppy, but there's, you know, nobody gives a rat's ass here. It's so sad. They don't care. And I can't, you know, this is what I did before during the boom. I'd go off these half-baked on these causes. You know, the rape of the Ina, the ripping pen to pen. It's illegal, you know. I went to 14 government, state, county, government agencies, district, everything. And the tractors that come in here are unregulated. It's literally the Wild Wild West. Nobody inspects crap. It's ridiculous. They allow you to just push it over onto your neighbor's lot. I can, on this road, I can walk down the street and take a picture of the tractor that just did exactly that. If the lot's next to you is empty and it's just forest, first come, first serve. You know, they get to push all their rubbish onto the lot that's not being developed yet. That's what they do. It's pretty. And I went and, you know, sat in the council person's office and bitched and moaned at them. Then, you know, mayor's office, bitched and moaned at them. Nobody gives a rat's ass. That's why you gotta just lock the gate and deal with your own stuff. You know. And Bernadette, respect my privacy and, you know, don't worry what I look like. My God. You're in South Africa. What do you care? You know. Same with Scott. What do you guys care what he looks like? You know, respect the man's privacy. If he wanted to be a YouTube star, he would have put his face in a selfie. But he and I aren't not wanting to be, you know, not. Respect it. Or, you know, go someplace else that you like looking at somebody's face. Richie in Boston, he puts his face on all his videos. That's all he is his big fat face. Damn. It's a beautiful day. Shit in life is the same. But, you know, nothing else. I got this stuff. There we go. Just wanted to change the angle. Well, as I was saying, there's nothing else. I got this, and I went to move the camera, and I hit the off button. But that's okay. We can keep them short, flip them like this. It works better. In fact, the one I did last night of the studio thing, bam, that was, the movie maker was quick. And still photography is loaded up, boom. So slideshows are much easier. Oh, Zircon, what's up? No, my cocoa's empty. Ha ha ha. I need to go make some more. Will you get your nose off the table? My God. Oh God. I gotta not worry about the lots next door or the dog across the street or the idiot up the street with the tractor. I just gotta think within the boundaries of Mango Acres and focus on things I gotta do. You know, animals first. Always make sure the animals are taken care of, their needs are met. Then transportation to meet those needs of those animals, because got to keep them fed. So I guess I'll put that van up for sale on Craigslist. Might be able to get a few $100 for that. And what else I got I can put on Craigslist? What else we got, kitty? We can do a quick sale for $1,000. You are so pretty, kitty. I love you on that spot. Yes. Look at you. Window dressing. I know. And you like to jump right up there, stick your little head in the window and watch until you see me move and go meow. Huh. I want breakfast, Daddy. And you're the first one to, you know, turn the computer on, come outside, feed the kitty, let the dog out. Part of the movie. And here it is. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at this. Gorgeous sunlight coming in on the pond in the morning. Just too gorgeous. Where's that lily at? There she is. I'll put her in the corner. Yeah. Okay. So. How could I know my photography is better than my abstract painting. how could I get photography out there? I would never do it on a smug mug. I mean, I'd do it suitable for, you know, matting and framing and printing. I know what I could put up a slideshow of photography that I have that would be good to print, copyright it, and then if you are interested in any of those, I could print it up locally and ship it to you, either framed or unframed. I can make custom frames for photography. That, I mean, I have them in my house. Most of the frames on my artwork and well, not all the photography, but any photography bigger than an 8x10. I've made a lot of frames to the size of the print or the painting. Onyx came in and got your photo bomb. Now Kitty's gonna whip her tail. Yep. The fish got in there too. Oh, well. Well, my back is fine, you know. Oh, a couple days and it's okay. I just can't be doing anything stupid. Mowed the lawn yesterday out in front. And, what else? Oh, and then I got the call from Randy. And I'm going, Randy who? I'm trying to figure out who the hell that was. He goes, you know, the guy with your transmission. I'm going, oh, Randy. I don't have caller ID. And I don't know any Randys other than him. And I only know him every 10 years. Oh. Well, for being in such dire straits, I sure can laugh a lot about it, huh? That's just the way it is. If I was in a homeless shelter, I'd be cracking jokes. If I was sitting in a jail cell, I'd be cracking jokes. And if, you know, I was floating down the river on a flood thing, I'd be like going, yee-hoo! Crazy. Gotta think. Oh, no, the train on the other channel, no, I ain't selling that train thing. Actually, that's how I got involved with the East Hawaii Train Group years ago, is I was going to sell that thing. Then did some research, found this East Hawaii Train Group, thought I'd sell it to those people, went to a group, next thing you know, I'm in the group and I'm expanding my train thing and spending money on it. I mean, because you go and see all the other people's train setups and then, you know, you want to like, well, shoot. But now they're all defunct. And you know, mine has developed 5-10-fold what it was when I first, you know, joined that group. And then before I quit Facebook years ago, there was a kid in Colorado Springs, I think, that started a G-scale train Facebook group, and I joined that when there was like 30 people in it. Next thing you know, he's got tens of thousands now. I don't know. I haven't been on Facebook in years, so. But when I left, he had thousands, and it was great to see people's garden scale trains all over the place in Australia and Europe and all over the States. People driving them in the snow because they have them in their yard. You know, that whole thing was a whole, you know, a whole different way to take your time and energy. And I have a lot of those whole different directions to go. I can't focus on any one of them because I don't prefer one medium over another. I mean, I'd love to sit and spend 3 and 4 days on just one drawing or painting, but I can't, you know. There's too many needs that need to be met. Not mine, but, you know, all the animals. So I guess I won't really do that kind of, you know, when I sit down and do drawings or paintings, it's one of two ways. If it's abstract, I want to do it, boom, now, that's it, and it's done. So now the print stuff was like that, but you can do the same piece, and boom, it's done, and it's different than the last one because you keep manipulating the plate, and it changes. Now in a painting, if I'm doing realism, then you got to spend so much time, and it's not one sitting. It's not like photography. It's not like abstract painting. You got to go back, or even portraiture. I mean, that's just tedious and time-consuming, and you have to be focused. You can't go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth from a creative mindset to, you know, talking to some moron on the phone about some, oh, God, you know, Helco calling, go, oh, we see you have recently contacted our customer service, and we were doing a survey to like to know how your service with Helco is. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? I was talking to customer service complaining, and here you guys are, you know, and you didn't do nothing. So, you know, that can really mess up your creative mojo. So, basically, construction or woodworking or any of that, you have to let glue dry. You have to let varnish dry. You know, you can step in and step out of it easy. Clay, more so, you can step in and step out. You can do a few hours at a time and then you walk away from it for the whole day, but you got to come back and foot those pieces tomorrow when they're leather hard, or they're just, you know. But then after that, you can walk away for days. It's not the same, you know. And you can step in and step out of it. Because to me, throwing a pot's like riding a bicycle. You can do it with my eyes closed. It's not advisable on a bicycle, but if it's a stationary bicycle, you're fine. Oh, now the sun's coming in on me. So, and the things I do fine drawing of, I don't, you know, I'm sure you guys aren't interested in. And I didn't put up any, you know, nudes. Well, I did do the one nude, but that was just a sketch and so non-specific. It's can't be offensive to anyone, I don't think. Although I'm sure it might offend somebody. Jasper, go lay down. And but also I forgot, I have one architectural design. What are you smelling on the thing there, Jasper? Go lay down. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come over here. Don't stand in front of the view. All right, everybody. We have 3 dogs and a cat, all wanting a photo bomb at once. So, and working in other mediums is, you know, I like utilitarian art. And wall hangings, you know, don't have as much utilitarian use except for beautification, and there's no wall space in my house anyway. Well, it's all covered except maybe high up by the ceiling. Alright, you guys, come on, catch a hole. Thank you. And the B music thing is not happening. I'm not happy. And this stupid VLC one is the pits. Can't even see it from here. God damn it. Hey, will you guys... What are you going to do, Jasper? Are you going to... Well, come here. Decide. No, Zircon. Quit trying to hump him. What is wrong with you? You guys are... I'm going to, like, you know what? If you keep up this silliness, I'm going to, like, you know, close the gate and lock it and not let you guys come out here and disturb me while I'm doing this. Because you think this is like something other than what it is. And Jasper, you just always have to put your paws right next to this thing that you can knock down the camera. Why can't you, you know, it's a big porch. You just come out here to eat the flying raisins. It's the only reason. You want me to start catching them and putting them on your dog food? Silly boy. Silly boy. So... Yeah, I need to do some more work in the studio, I guess. Start spending time in there. See if I can get that clean. It's getting cluttered up in there. I got so much junk laying around. When you make a new space, it fills up pretty quick. I have a roll-top desk on the table out there that needs to be rebuilt. You know, I don't use that roll-top desk. It was in the trailer. I used to use it. I used it in New Orleans. Actually paid my bills out of that roll-top desk in New Orleans. Yes, I did. But not until I can get back into the wood shop and it's not being used as a mechanic's garage like it is right now. And I think what I will do is move the office out of there so I can park the truck on the other side and have that whole one side for the wood shop. Because I do have some more wood things I have to do that I'm going to need working space. Normally that table saw is where the truck is parked. And I swung it back out of the way so I could put the truck in there. So I got to take the trailer out, but I got to keep it under cover, otherwise the jungle will just rot that thing. When I took it out this year for Nani's daughter's wedding, for her gypsy wedding, it was a gorgeous wedding. There were termite pieces of wood that I had to replace. So I need to keep on top of that too. Long list. Kitty, that wasn't nice. she tried to like touch, you know, paw Onyx as she walked by. Kitty, what was that about? That's not a smart thing to do. Yeah, I actually have to frame these round windows with hardwood. Kitty! She just got him that time. That's bad. Why are you doing that? Is that a bitch thing? That was like, what the fuck? Why did you do that? Hook him in the ass. That's a bad kitty. That was, Jesus. Yeah, let them all run free. Yeah, right. That cat would be dead. If all the dogs are running free, Amy would chase the cat. Another dog would jump in with her. She'd be fighting with her daughter. Oh my God, it'd be, God, there'd be like, oh my God, there'd be a dog pile. Well, if I ever say fuck it, let's just let everybody go. Yeah, if I lose my mind, snap. Can't control the world or your life even. Shit's gonna happen regardless. Fried the transmission. Well, I'm not going to put you guys through any more of my wallowing this morning. Yeah, so what was I going to add? Picture on the front of it? I'll have to listen to it and see. Alright, you guys. Have an awesome day. We'll see what mine's going to turn out like.